You know, you hear these words thrown around all the time: PC, workstation, server. And a lot of folks, well, they kind of use them interchangeably. Someone's got a beefy gaming rig, they'll call it a workstation. They have a powerful desktop, oh, that's basically a server. But here's the thing, they're not the same, not even close. So let's break it down and clear up the confusion once and for all.
All right, to get our heads around this, I think the best way is with an analogy. Let's think about vehicles. I mean, they're all designed to get you from point A to point B, but you wouldn't use them for the same job, right? So are we talking about a reliable family sedan for just getting around town? Or maybe a screaming fast race car built for one thing and one thing only, speed? Or is it a massive cargo truck designed to haul heavy loads day in and day out? Let's figure out which one is which.
Because at the end of the day, not all computers are created equal. I mean, sure, on the surface they might look similar. They've all got a processor, some RAM, a hard drive, but what they're built to do, totally different worlds. And this isn't about which one's better. It's always about picking the right tool for the job.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the one we're all familiar with, right? The good old PC, the personal computer. In our car analogy, this is definitely the family sedan. It's the all-arounder, the versatile daily driver that just gets things done.
And the two big ideas to remember here are general purpose and single user. That's what a PC is all about. It's designed to be a jack of all trades for just one person at a time. You know, it can do a little bit of everything, but it's not really a specialist in any one area.
And if you look at the hardware inside, it really tells you the whole story. It's all about being affordable and accessible. We're talking consumer-grade components that are just perfect for your everyday stuff, browsing the web, typing up documents, maybe playing a few games. It really is the dependable, everyday vehicle of the computing world.
All right, so the PCs are family sedan. But what happens when you need to go a lot faster? When you need some serious muscle? Well, that's where the Workstation comes in. And this, my friends, is our high-performance race car. From the outside, it might just look like a big PC tower. But believe me, under the hood, it is a completely different animal.
Now, just like a PC, it's typically for a single user. But this is not your average user. This is a professional, someone with a super demanding, resource-heavy job. It's the difference between a daily commuter and a Formula One driver, right? They both drive a car, but what they need from that car couldn't be more different.
And the hardware? Oh man, the hardware is where you really see the difference. We're talking serious horsepower. Processors like Intel Xeon series, professional-grade GPUs built for crazy intense rendering, and even special RAM, ECC RAM, that actually corrects tiny errors on the fly. You need that when you're doing massive calculations. This is the kind of machine you use to design a jet engine or render the next big animated movie. It's all about one thing: raw, unadulterated speed for one single complex job.
Okay, we've got our sedan, we've got our race car. What's left? Well, that brings us to the big one, the cargo truck, the server. And this is where the whole purpose of the machine just completely flips on its head. A server isn't about one driver, it's about serving the needs of an entire fleet. I mean, the name really gives it away, right? A server serves other computers on a network. We call those clients. Its whole reason for being is to handle resources, dish out data, and run services for lots and lots of users at the same time. And here's the most important part. It's built to do this 24/7 without ever taking a break.
And the hardware is totally built for that mission. You'll find stuff in here you'd never find in a regular PC. Things like sockets from multiple CPUs, not just one, redundant power supplies, so if one fails, the other kicks in instantly. Even components you can pull out and replace while the thing is still running. This is the powerhouse behind websites, corporate email systems, you name it. For a server, it's not about speed as much as it is about one thing: reliability. It just cannot fail.
So you can kind of picture how this all fits together, right? You've got this central server, or maybe a whole room of them, humming away, and it's connected to the entire network. All the other computers, the PCs, the workstations in the office, they're all talking to that server, pulling files, getting data, doing their work. The server is the powerful, dependable heart of the whole operation.
All right, we've met our three vehicles: the sedan, the race car, and the cargo truck. So now let's line them up, head to head, and see exactly what sets them apart.
Just look at this breakdown. You can really see how the entire philosophy changes. A PC, it's all about one person, doing standard stuff. A workstation takes that and just cranks the performance dial up to 11 for a power user. But the server, it's a whole other ballgame. It's built for a whole network of users,
focusing on capacity and, most importantly, extreme reliability. Think about it this way. If your PC crashes, it's annoying, right? If a server crashes, it can be an absolute catastrophe for a whole business.
And that really gets to the core of it all. It's a trade-off between speed and uptime. A workstation is a sprinter. Its job is to run one race, a really complex one, as fast as humanly possible. A server, on the other hand, is a marathon runner. It's not about being the fastest in a short burst. It's about never, ever stopping. Just keeps going and going, 24/7.
You know, getting that difference between speed and uptime actually helps clear up some other confusing terms you hear thrown around. Like, what's a host and what's a client? Let's tackle that.
So first up, host. In the language of networking, a host is pretty much anything that has an IP address and is on the network. That's it. So your PC is a host, a server is a host, your smart printer, your phone. If it's connected, it's a host. It's like the most generic, all-encompassing term there is.
Okay, so what about a client? Well, a client is defined by what it does. A client is any device that asks for something from a server. So when your PC asks the server for a file, your PC is acting as the client. When an engineer's workstation pulls a huge design file from a central server, that workstation is the client. It's all about the relationship, you see? One asks, the other serves.
And that brings us full circle, right back to our main point. It's not about which machine is best. You wouldn't enter a cargo truck in a Grand Prix, and you wouldn't try to move your apartment with a Ferrari. It's not a ladder of good, better, best. It's about having three very different, very specialized tools and picking the exact right one for the job you have to do.
So I'll leave you with this little thought to chew on. Think about your smartphone. It has an IP address, so it's a host, right? And when you open a browser, it's acting as a client to a web server. And, well, it's an incredibly powerful personal computer that fits in your hand. So as all these lines keep getting blurrier and blurrier, what does that mean for what comes next? What's the next evolution of these devices? Definitely something to think about.